First, I will speak on demand number 47, which is Goa Medical College. There were technical glitches at GMC on 17 January, which made a lot of patients wait in queues, and approximately 1,500 patients were affected. Of course, the staff worked offline to help them, but the problem, the Honorable Minister said it was not a fault of any staff of the GMC, but the question is what caused that and what steps have been taken to ensure it doesn't recur. Congestion around Goa Medical College, though you may say that this is something not within my parameters because this is outside, but it affects the entry and exit of patients, ambulances into and going out of GMC. I think something needs to be done where you can inform the government, the transport department and the police to make sure that these areas are free. Because a lot of shops are come there, a lot of gadas are there and people park haphazardly. Overcrowding in casualty department. Your casualty department I think is designed for about 30-40 people, but on an average daily there is about 90 to 100 people. So some arrangement can be made so how they can be accommodated. I must appreciate the improvements made in services and facilities in Goa Medical College from what it was to today. I myself was once a patient in many years back in Goa Medical College on a ventilator, but I want to say that the services today are very good and they are much more. With the super specialty block being put in place, I think there's a lot of relief where people don't have to go out of the state for high and expensive treatments. But in certain areas like cardiology and surgery, since there is a high demand, I would request that because there are appointments being given, like 6 months appointments or even longer times, and sometimes when the date reaches, the surgery cannot be taken or the procedure cannot be done, may postpone kortat. Postponement another 3-4 months. Patient keeps waiting anxiously, and sometimes some people have even died in the process. So we need to increase surgeons and specialists to attend to these patients. In GMC, let me say one thing, the faculty is top-notch and we have very good doctors. They just don't have experience, but they have the kind of an empathy towards the patients, and that is something which is different. That is why there's a big rush towards Goa Medical College. The type of patients they see, the type of ailments they see, they are like virtually master over the subject, and that is why I personally believe that GMC needs to be strengthened, encouraged, and the doctors need to be praised. When people retire from service or they have gone away, we should not forget them and for the service they have done. My personal interaction with Dr. Bandekar, who has been the dean and now retired, I need to commend on his work which he did so much to improve and constantly on his toes, even attending to any phone calls, any issues which we raised, along with Dr. Rajesh Patil, who is the medical superintendent, and there is one gentleman in his office, Deepak Satoskar, who is his PA, very cooperative and very helpful, not only just to us, but many people have told me, patients and family members. I need to say a special word of thanks and praise for them. There is one aspect about biomedical engineers. Honorable Minister?
Yes.
Biomedical engineers. During COVID time, 2021, the posts were taken and they were filled and they served. And at a time when it was very badly needed, people got scared to come out, but they came and there were 10 posts created in 2019. They were taken in 2021. The RRs have been framed now in December 2024, and these people have not yet been regularized. I believe that we should not now put them on the road, but we should give them a regularization. There is another issue, which is the reservation of seats for PG in Goa Medical College and Goa Dental College for OBCs. There is a demand that the government should consider, because if the government agrees to that, because you're giving them at the MBBS level or 27% in the 50% reservation. So this can be considered for them in the post-graduation. Night buses, this is not exactly yours, but I think the Goa Medical College can make sure that something is there. If people come there and they are late, then there is no service for them to go, at least to the Panjim bus stand. I'm not saying then take them all over Goa, but at least they need to go to Panjim bus stand, find alternate modes of transport, or coming from Panjim bus stand, maybe an hourly bus which is done in the night, so that people can come and they can go. Now, as far as demand number 48, health services, I had made a demand some time back and a request if our Aldona PHC could have been upgraded to a CHC, because number of patients, the number of types of problems coming, otherwise it's just becoming like a referral point where there's nothing can be done. Just been seen, then it's being sent to district hospital, from district hospital they're being sent to our medical college. All this can be cut off if we have those facilities there and this system is upgraded. We don't have a dialysis unit at Aldona PHC, though when doctor was trying to make the Roshan Nazareth was trying to make a proposal. He made a proposal and tried to get that cleared. Until now that we have not seen the light of the day. A lot of patients are going to Goa Medical College. They have to wait indefinitely. They have to travel long distances. And if that can be made available to us, it was running short of 2 patients. I think it required a particular number, but just 2 patients short. But I think now they have increased. There is a shortage of staff at district hospital, North Goa District Hospital. And I think the Honorable Minister may already be having the details of a matron which is vacant, assistant matron 1 is vacant, staff nurses 15 are vacant, a physiotherapist 1 is vacant, then we have assistant biochemist 1 which is vacant, and LHV 1. Like this they have got, I won't read all of them, but I think Honorable Minister has that list where 79 posts are vacant in North Goa District Hospital. So if this could be, even I'm not saying going through the entire process on contract basis, if you appoint, I think you'll get a relief. As far as our Aldona PHC is concerned, we need a homeopathic physician. There's 1 sanctioned post, but nobody is there. And a public health dentist, we don't have a sanctioned post. You have made an arrangement for someone to be there, but please sanction the post so someone can be regularly put over there. Same way, a sanitary inspector is there. We have 2, we have 1 in place and 1 is deployed at PHC Madkai. So if we can have both, because now so many constructions, so many issues are coming up, it can speed up. As far as MTS, we have got 2 vacant staff. An X-ray technician, we don't have any sanctioned post, though we have an X-ray machine there. And we have 1 deputed from PHC Shiroda. So totally we are running short of 4. Sometimes there has been a shortage of certain medicines at the PHC Aldona, and I would request that timely requisition when it is sent, it should be expedited so that the delivery can be done fast. PHC quarters which are there at Aldona are in shambles, and I would request the Honorable Minister to make a visit. And once you visit, you'll come to know the condition. They are virtually like crumbling, so something can be done about it. Besides, at the back of the PHC, it has become like a garbage dump yard where we have 108 vehicles, we have ambulances and other vehicles and things being just dumped there. Not only grass is growing, we have even snakes in the compound. We had to, myself had to engage people to catch those snakes. Snakes have entered into those, the police, this is there. So it's becoming quite dangerous for anyone to go there unless they have got some boots. Increase in vector-borne diseases in 2025. This fogging which used to be done normally in time, this time I found that fogging was not being done regularly and properly. And I think there has been an increase in the vector-borne disease when the health department has been blamed for this. As far as demand number 54 is concerned, TCP, villages across Goa are erupting over large-scale developments being permitted. It allows a change in demography, landscape and character. Our villages have remained unique and houses blended with environment. Mega projects, commercial projects are destroying the nature and character of village. The piecemeal change zone is creating a heartburn. Mostly, the rich and the famous, or these people who come from outside, they are applying for these zone changes which are being made with high speed. And our people who are applying for these zone changes from 100 square meters to 1,000 square meters, just small areas, they are still waiting for their zone changes to be done because these are very small ones. Regional plan, we have always been saying, is a vision of a horizon, has a horizon of 10 years. I would request the Honorable Minister to consider that our RP 2021 horizon is over, and therefore we need to have it, it's exhausted, I would say. So we need to have a new regional plan which can be started by taking everybody into confidence. Honorable Speaker, in July 2024, I had made 3 letters which I had placed on the floor of the House and given to the Honorable Minister about no development slopes, hills and natural cover or orchard of Salvador Dumont village in Pomburpa Panchayat, Pomburpa Olauli Panchayat. And the Honorable Minister and I mentioned the survey numbers 290, 291, 292, 296, 270 and subdivisions of each, because they were all no development slopes, hills, natural cover or orchard. And then Honorable Minister gave me an assurance on the floor of the House that I will get it done, but I've not seen that as yet, as of date.
फाटीत तुम्ही सांगलेले ते बोर्डान already approved करून आम्ही हे केले. We find the modalities on the payment part of it, so we are just figuring it out.
What payment should be done?
When you change of zone, there is.
No, it is already.
So that some clarity they want, we have sent it to Law Department. When we get it, we will.
No, we are not asking for change.
I know what you're saying. I understood that, but you are talking about the hills at Pomburpa.
Keep it as it is.
Yeah, we are keeping it. We are not giving any permissions.
Right. But then we would like to see that
whatever
order
survey numbers you have given that day, I have already taken in the board meeting.
I'll tell you why. Because sometime in November 2023, there was an application which came by some Lotlikar, Rajan Nagesh Lotlikar.
No, you carry on now with your thing, but this particular survey numbers which you have given, those survey numbers I am giving commitment on floor, no permissions will be given.
Perfect, because I myself personally wrote an objection.
Nobody will give permission.
And that is exactly 291/2, which included in my letter.
It's fine.
Nobody else had made an objection. I made that letter. Because they tried to claim that it is very close to this place and that place. I pointed out each thing that it is in natural cover, it is in forest cover.
तो जे सांगता स्पीकर सर त्याचे व्यू पॉइंट हांवें ऑलरेडी घेतला त्याचे वयर त्या हिलाचेर हांव स्वता गेला त्याचे वयर पूर्ण प्रायवेट फॉरेस्ट धरला तशें
even the no development slopes, this all that should be not touched. I don't need to give you these copies of this.
No, I got it.
You have these copies here. Now, there is one issue which is about 25 meters, 15 meters road in the regional plan. And this is one major concern across the state, especially pursuant to the High Court order. And that is why a lot of people are now in a dizzy, because your regional plan has demarcated these areas of the roads, and the High Court says road widening and the road setbacks. So if the area is demarcated, I know one thing, the law is you don't demolish what is existing prior to RP. That's not a problem. But
no, but there's a misconception. Is the proposed road, I think Honorable Vijay was the Honorable Minister for Town Planning. Whatever is proposed in the regional plan doesn't become a real road. Ultimately, you have to go back to PWD because these are not acquired. They're proposed roads.
No, I know that. No, I will tell you, Honorable Minister, people have gone and demolished other people's compounds in other constituencies, standing there and watching it by saying High Court direction, which is completely wrong. And I've told my people, it is wrong, it could not have been done. And it can't be done. But what I'm saying is, when the High Court direction says so road setback, they will look at your regional plan and look at the setback. And this way, they will start measuring everything from there and finding fault with it. Those constructions which have taken place before can't be touched. They need to be protected also.
Yes.
Plus, we have heritage villages. If you drive through, which Honorable Minister knows our topography, right, my constituency, starting from Mikoshi, coming into Pomburpa, coming through Olauli, and then coming into Aldona, going to Nashnala, Moira, Ukasai, Bastora, and even Mapsa city, part 2 wards are in my area. Our roads are narrow, and they have houses on either side. They are old pre-existing houses. If you keep this plan intact, even repairs, whatever they want to do, they'll have to start keeping setbacks. This will be the problem. And tomorrow, everybody is getting the notice. This is what the situation, current situation. They are all getting notices. And then all have to go in the reverse direction and start explaining that our constructions are existing prior to the RP, prior to all this. So this is why I say that something can be done so that even at least instructions can be given. If not, an administrative order can be issued for the purpose of allaying these fears of the people and the problems they're having. I want to bring to the attention of the Honorable Minister about a zoning certificate, particular zoning certificate. And I'm going to give all the 3 zoning certificates which were issued. And in my respectful submission, I think the government needs to take strong action on this. I'll just start reading so not to waste time. First, by a letter of 10th, I think 10th, I can't remember the date, 2024, 2nd April 2024, or May 2024. Can one copy be given to the Honorable Minister? There are 3 sets. Please give one quickly. One to the Honorable Speaker. Please see that the zoning of the property bearing 76(1)(1)B of Arwale Village, Bisholi, at measuring 64877 square meters, and written there, falls under partly settlement, partly orchard, partly no development slope, partly natural cover with no development slope, and the entire area falls under active mining lease. Please look now at the next one, 23/4/2025. 76(1)B20 of Arwale Village, 270, one small part is taken out. As per the regional plan for Goa 2021, the plot under reference falls in settlement zone VP1 with 80 FAR. And now look at the next one. 13/5/2025. Same plot, 76(1)B20 of Arwale Village, same 270. As per RP 2021, plot falls under reference settlement zone VP1 with 80 FR. Said property falls within active mining lease. How can you have different zoning certificates issued?
I'll investigate this.
Pardon?
I'll ask them to investigate this.
Please, and make sure that you take action
we'll
against.
Submit a report here before the 7th.
Obliged. Because you need to take action against these people who play this kind of games or play frauds. I don't like to use strong words, but this is the fact of the matter. Now, as far as permissions are being given, Honorable Speaker will be aware that there are many matters which are going to the court, and we have got issues by which no proper access is there. And the Town Planning Department itself brought out a notification. The Town Planning Department had issued a notification on 4th September 2014. There were several petitions being filed in the High Court about these people building houses, structures, buildings, villas, projects without any proper road access. And stays were being given by the High Court. Finally, the government came out with this notification of 8th August 2014. Just pass that quickly on. And I'll just read that notification. Whereas state government has come across large number of cases wherein permission for construction of buildings and development permissions have been granted on proposed imaginary non-existent road. This has not only led to inconvenience to public but also hampering the developments from planning point of view. In view of this, directions are hereby issued under section 132 of the Town Planning Act 74 to all the authorities not to grant any permissions and not to issue any license for construction or grant any permission for any property development unless there exists a road connecting the plot proposed for development as is required in terms of the building construction regulations, unless a requisite road infrastructure connecting the plot on which the development is proposed is physically available at site, no permission shall be granted. But I think despite this, the Town Planning Department is giving development permissions, and High Court afterwards comes and stays these kind of things. Why is this not being enforced? Why is it not being, even if it's shown, they must go and physically verify. That means they're not conducting a site inspection. Now, as far as demand number 55, municipal administration, we need a full-time chief officer for Mapsa municipality. Mapsa municipality has only 3 days he comes, and 3 days he goes in the DSLR. He's a very good officer. Let me tell you one thing, Mr. Director is good. Yes. He is a very good officer, and you can keep him there. But give him full time because MAPSA is, I think it's a class A municipality and we need a good officer over there. Let him be full time so he can meet the people and get the works done.
Yes, why not?
Repairs of roads in MAPSA, Municipal Council, I think we need to make sure that these roads are in good condition. Garbage issue, which is haunting MAPSA city. We have a very good garbage MRF plant in Kunchili. I myself went and saw it. But unfortunately, the garbage collection at the market and our Ward 7 and 8, Ward 7 and 8 are just being neglected, which these two wards come in my constituency. And I don't know whether it's politics or what is going on, but how this collection, I had to go myself personally, shout at the persons, and finally they came and collected. That's not the way garbage collection should be done. Yes. Next is disposal of waste of chicken shops, mutton, fish, or any meats. I don't think there's a proper system for, because people are going and just dumping on the roadsides, and we catch them sometimes in the night. Traditional vendors from Aldona constituency who come and sit in the market of MAPSA, whether they come from Bastora, Moira, National, Aldona, they are being harassed by these market inspectors and supervisors. And other people, which are not even from Goa, are allowed to sit over there, and our locals are being excluded.
Yes,
now, last thing, Kota, women and child. Yes, women and child, I have no grievances, it's very good. As far as the forest department is concerned, regulation of contract staff in the forest department, now you all have come out with a temporary status, and I think they will apply for it. And there's a degradation of forest, which your ISFR 2023 has said, 150 hectares of forest cover has been denuded. I think the government needs to have more proactive steps, because one is permitting them to be cut, the other thing illegally being cut. Sometimes the forest fires are being put on so as to make the place clear, say no forest, and then you will, of course, you will carry inspection and say, no, there's no forest here.
Yes.
Then the character changes. So my respectful submission is that we need to protect this, the environment also, because otherwise climate change and other things will take place.
Yes,
I'm obliged.
Srimati Dilay Lobo.
I rise to